My name is Amberly Bright and I'm from Leeton, Alabama, and I am breaking a family chain pursuing a career right after high school. I'm 19 years old and I have worked since the day that I turned 16. Beginning in a fast food restaurant, I quickly realized I was meant to help people. Graduating high school as a certified nursing assistant, I commenced to working in a nursing home. At this time, I also developed a passion working as a volunteer firefighter. Although I enjoyed the work, I desired to advance my knowledge. I then began to search for a career within the medical field. Separating myself from previous education, I am launching my career and surfacing my dream. I have always embraced a love for helping others and encouraging the best of people, meanwhile studying general education and nursing. As I was in high school, I worked as a cashier at a fast food restaurant. This helped me save money to later proceed with my education. On the other side, I attended a nursing program at the local technical school. This which enabled me to graduate as a certified nursing assistant. I've always had a generous heart, especially when it came to helping people. Growing from a family where education wasn't so important, I knew I had to make a difference and take another path. While I worked as a certified nursing assistant, I grew strong emotions for each resident. Understanding I cared for really sick people, it took a toll on my heart and my body. I had to find my purpose in something I could consider a lifelong career. The most traumatic experience of my life changed my view on being a CNA. Every day I bathed and fed one of my favorite residents. I fixed her hair, added earrings, and played dress up. She could barely speak but would usually eat all of her food. The last day of her life was right before my eyes and I had no idea. As I walked into her room, gently singing, "You Are My Sunshine," she looked up at me with a grin. As normal, I began to assist her with daily living activities. She started gasping for air and holding her chest. Quickly, I ran for the nurse at the nurse's desk. At the time we got back to her room, where the sweet lady called home, she had passed. She wasn't breathing, I was crying and in much shock. No pulse was found, therefore I started CPR. After 10 whole minutes of doing CPR, she was pronounced deceased at age 96. Although I continued to work in the nursing home, I needed to find something to do with my spare time. Not only was I wanted to be part of the community, but also remain helping others. As a volunteer firefighter for Leeton Fire Department, I built relationships and was considered a first responder for the town of Leeton. First starting, I worked as a medical responder. After developing much training, I then advanced to a firefighter. I had training classes 2 days a week for physical training. I taught medical terminology, codes, and basic first responder functions 3 days a week. I also attended to residents of the community by arriving at emergency scenes. I loved what I did, but I rarely had time to spend with family and I needed more income. I realized that I had to put in more work to receive what I needed. I could no longer sit and wait for an opportunity to jump in my face. I had to make a change and take action myself. Obtaining an associate's degree in medical administration appeared to be my answer to my calling. Researching the job functions and requirements acquired me to have more experience and education. Receiving my degree will allow me to continue working in the medical field and have more time to spend with family. Already comprehending some medical skills, I felt like I would be successful in a new environment. To take part in the Herzing University family has changed my life for the better. I have gained time to spend with family while continuing to work. Each course and instructor push me to do the best I can and want me to be successful. It's gratefully satisfying to complete hands-on assignments to test my skills and apply my knowledge, as I would in a professional setting. My mindset, attitude, and work ethic have grown stronger as a student at Herzing University. Deciding to make a change and earn my degree has by far been the best decision I've ever made. While I didn't grow up around people pushing education down my throat, I knew from an early age I wanted to be the change in my family. I have come to know as someone whom has seen more than expected as a CNA and first responder that I have great potential and the ability to continue my educational experience. On the other hand, I can have extra moments with my family that I didn't get the opportunity to have before. Previous sightings and actions have made me stronger and have formed my heart to love others even more. I am going to college and chasing my dream, not only to show people it is possible, but also work at what I enjoy doing.